Start. Hi, I hope you have studied our first part of the video or our lesson, passive voice. How to change passive voice statements or assertive sentence or declarative sentence. Now, let us move on to questions. Passive voice questions, which means interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence means questions. How to change a question into passive voice? In 10th class, generally statements only are asked, but there is no rule that this cannot be asked. In college level, it will be asked. You should be ready with that. Okay, 10th class students also should study it, whether asked or not. No matter, you are supposed to study. Okay, so let us see how to change a question into passive voice. See, when you study question itself, you should know the structure of a question. So, questions are of two types. Interrogative sentences are of two types. What are they? Auxiliary question. Auxiliary question and question word question. See, auxiliary question. I mean, are you studying well? Did you, eat a mango? Has he come? So, auxiliary verb will be coming first. For example, see, does she eat a mango? Take the example, does she eat a mango? So, auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is equal to auxiliary question. You must study it by heart. The structure of an auxiliary question is, what is it? Auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is equal to auxiliary question. Whereas question word question plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is equal to question word question. Let us see that. See, for example, does she eat a mango? Oh, that is a question, auxiliary question. So, see, it is not she eat. We won't use yes with eat because auxiliary verb do has got yes or yes. So, does she eat a mango means, what's that? If changed into statement form, she does eat a mango. If this sentence is changed into statement structure, she does eat. Is it not so? She, why does came? Auxiliary verb plus S plus V. If it is statement, subject plus verb. So, if this is changed to a statement, the sentence will be she eats a mango. Or you can say she does eat a mango, which means she eats a mango. Is it clear to you? See, auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. That is a structure. Okay now. So, if that sentence is changed to a statement form structure, she eats a mango. She eats a mango. Into passive voice, as you know it, a mango is eaten by her. This is the passive voice of the statement. Our sentence is a what? A question. So, answer also must be a question. So, a mango is eaten by her is a statement form of passive voice. Statement, not question. So, this statement should be changed into a question. Structure, look at there. Auxiliary verb is. Is not so? So, is plus subject. In this sentence, the subject is a mango. In this sentence, I repeat, in this sentence, the subject is a mango. Is a mango eaten by her? A question mark. Is a mango eaten by her is the answer to the question. I mean, does she eat a mango? Is it clear to you how you got this answer? You should not write all these sentences. Just understand. See, does she eat means she does eat, which means she eats. Passive, a mango is eaten. How you got this is, do you understand? Because the verb is eat, singular, present. So, she eats a mango. Isn't it so? So, passive, a mango is eaten by her? Answer is a mango eaten by her? Yes, this is the answer. Is it clear how you got this answer? I hope it is clear to you. Suppose the same sentence, see, I mean when, see, is a question word question. When does she eat a mango? When does she eat a mango? Everything same, answer would be when is a mango eaten by her? The remaining are same. When is a mango eaten by her? That is the difference between question word question and auxiliary questions. Remember once again, question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb is equal to question word question. Take another example. Another example take please. Another example. See, did, no need, we will take a question. Okay na? Question word question. How did he write a letter? Did write, did plus V1 is equal to V2. Did plus V1 is equal to V2. The meaning is V2. So, he did write, means he wrote. He wrote a letter. Passive, he wrote. A letter was written by him. How? A letter, what's the answer? A letter was written by him when? There is no full stop, I mean question mark. This is not the word order. So change this word order into question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. Okay now? So how will you make that? When was a letter written by him? Look there, question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. So when was a letter written by him? Is it not so? When was a letter written by him? Take another example. Who brought the news? Look here, if object is there, we can make passive voice. Subject not important at all. See, someone brought the news, who we are not bothered about. The verb is here brought, past simple. Is it not so? So, was, were, brought. See, just remember that passive voice is Amisar, was, were plus V3. So, brought means was, were plus brought. Bring means Amisar brought. Brought means was, were brought. How brought means how been brought. Has brought means has been brought accordingly. Okay na? So, who brought the news? Brought. So, was, were brought. The news was brought. Is it not so? The news was brought by who is the question. So, it should be by whom. The news was brought by whom. Is it not so? So, answer question word first. By whom, auxiliary verb was the news brought. By whom, see, was the news brought. Is it clear to you how you got this answer? Yes, question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. Strictly follow the word order. Question word plus auxiliary verb plus S plus V is equal to question word question. Can you change in this way questions? Questions not that easy for you to change compared with the statements etc. Because you should know the word order structure also. So, but you have to concentrate on the verb given. See, does eat means eats. Eats a mango, mango is eaten. Ate a mango, mango was eaten. You know? So, make it a sentence. So, when did she eat a mango? Can you say the answer? When did she eat a mango? Did eat means ate. See, she ate a mango. A mango was eaten by her. When? When was a mango eaten by her? In that way you have to, change the sentence of question. All kinds of questions. I hope it is clear to you. Is it clear? Okay, how to change questions into passive voice. It is required for college going students, school going students, it may not be asked. One more type is there, we will see that. See, is it clear to you? Yes. Who brought the news? See, when you see it itself, you must be able to write the answer. Why? Brought the news. The news was brought. News was brought. By whom? So, question word first. By whom was the news brought? Okay, now. Who killed the snake? By whom was the snake killed? By whom was the snake killed? Yes. So, accordingly, you have to change. Okay, now? Yes, that is questions. Is it clear? Can I move to next type? Imperative sentence. If doubt is there, you can tell me. I will clarify later. Imperative sentences. So, what is meant by an imperative sentence? Command or commands, requests, orders, blessing, prayers, those kind of sentences are all called together imperative sentences. Okay, now? Yes. So, imperative sentence, the word order is not S plus V or something. Just say the verb, then object. For example, bring the book. How will you say a passive voice? You got the object, that is the main thing. The book. Is it not so? Yes. Verb bring. So, the form of changing imperative sentence is let plus object plus be plus V3. Studied by heart. Let plus object plus be plus V3. So, let the book be brought. V3 of the verb. Okay, na? So, bring the book. Let the book be brought. Is it clear to you? Any sentence you can say. Give him rupees 100. You see? Give him rupees 100. So, give is the verb. Him rupees 100. Both are objects. There are two objects in this sentence. If two objects are there, you can start with any, but generally the first object or direct object becomes subject in passive voice. There is nothing wrong in beginning with rupees 100, also no problem. You see, she gave me a book. A book was given to me by her, correct? I was given a book by her, also correct. But generally, if there are two objects, the first object or personal object becomes subject in passive voice. So, give him rupees 100. See, let him be given rupees 100 or let rupees 100 be given to him. Both are right. You know. So, let him be given rupees 100 is right, as well as let rupees 100 be given to him. So, there are two objects, you can say in both ways, but generally if there are two objects, the first object or direct object becomes subject in passive voice. So, let him be given rupees 100. Is it not so? This is the way we have to change imperative sentence into passive voice. It's very easy. Remember this, let plus object plus be plus V3. Is it clear to you? Remember once again, let plus object plus be plus V3. One more little item remaining, then passive voice will be completed. So, in the examples that we saw just now, always we found an object, direct object. Suppose sometimes there will not be any direct object. For example, be punctual. Your principal is asking you in the morning, hey, all of you should be punctual. Be punctual. See, all imperative sentence meant for you, addressed to you. You be punctual, that's the meaning. Is it not so? You must be punctual. But there is no direct object given here. Or come to class regularly. Don't come once in a while, come to class regularly. Okay, now? So, be punctual. So, it is what kind of sentence is this? Suppose your headmaster, principal, class is telling you, be punctual. It is an advice, is it not so? So, all imperative sentences are addressed to you, second person. So, you have to write, you are advised to be punctual. Okay, now? To be. See, to plus be. So, you are advised to be punctual. Or simple example you take here. Get out. Suppose a student is asked by the teacher. Or somebody is asked, not student, okay, anyone can be, no, get out. When you go to an office, if the manager is not satisfied with you, he will simply shout and say, get out. How will you answer that? Yes, you are ordered to get out. It's an order now. So, you are ordered to get out. You see, please give me ₹5. So, you are requested to give him ₹5 or to give me. Okay, accordingly, you are right. Okay, now, please bring me a book from the office. Bring me, let me be brought a book from the office. Or let, that also can be, it can be in this way also. You are requested to bring me a book from the office. Or you are requested to bring a book from the office to me. Both can be, because there are two objects in that. Okay, now. So, if imperative sentence, if no direct object, if, you see, no D-I-R-E-C-T, direct object, O-B-J-E-C-T. If no direct object, you have changed in this way. You are advised, you are ordered, you are ordered. You are asked, please open the door. You are asked to open the door. You are requested to open the door. Is it not so? Yes, accordingly you have to change. So, all imperative sentences you can say the structure let plus object plus be plus V3. A sentence can be told in both ways, so no problem. Open the door can be you are asked to open the door, or let the door be opened. It can be in both ways, no problem. Both answers are correct. But generally, if there is a direct object, you have to go for the structure of let plus object plus be plus V3. If no direct object, you have to go this way. You are asked, you are ordered, you are requested, etc. I mean ordered plus the remaining. See, 2 plus accordingly you are right. Okay, now you are ordered to get out, to bring, to come in. You are asked to come in. See, okay, come in please. You are asked to come in. That please should not be there, because that you say the first in the first itself. You are requested. Again, don't repeat that please. For example, I mean, please give him ₹5. So, you are requested to give him ₹5 enough. Again, please not necessary, because the first word is you are requested. Same thing as please. So, in order of repeating it again and again. So, we have seen statements, questions and imperative sentences. Only one more type remaining, there is exclamatory sentence. But there is no passive voice for that. Why? There is no direct object. Passive voice can be if only there is a direct object, which means intransitive verbs will not have a passive voice. Intransitive verbs. The birds fly in the sky. No passive voice. Intransitive. Okay, now. In the same way, exclamatory sentence. How beautiful it is. No passive voice. Because there is no direct object in that. So, we have seen 3 types of sentences: statements, questions, then imperatives. If you know all the 3 types of sentences to change into passive voice, you can change any kind of sentences. I hope it is clear to you. If there is a doubt regarding, let me know it. For more updates, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ ఛానల్ SGK ఇంగ్లీష్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. 20 అదే చూస్తాను, ఇది ఇక్కడ క్లోక్ ఉంది కదా, సో 20 సరిపోయింది.